Geoff, which quarterback do you like?
I like Josh Allen. I mean, we just saw Justin Herbert show up there in the Millie Maker lineup for last week. And what was Justin Herbert doing before he went off last week? Well, he wasn't doing much. He's coming off a couple poor games. And I think the big thing that we've learned with these young quarterbacks is when they have bad games, don't overreact. They're still really, really good. Josh Allen is a really, really good quarterback. And yes, he had the misfortune, Emerson, of facing America's team last week. I mean, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll give him a pass for that, right? In all seriousness, though, I mean, he's got the New York Jets here. I mean, come on, guys. Like, this is a spot where you just know Josh Allen is probably going to be seething for a week and ready to take out his revenge. The Jets are just good at nothing on defense right now. Offensively, I'm sure Kenny Ducey will give you a soliloquy later in the week about how good they are now that their coach has moved into a booth or something. But Josh Allen, as we know, long-term great producer. The Bills are about to hang one here on the Jets. I love this spot because his price hasn't moved much, and now he's going to be lower owned. So, yeah, Josh Allen definitely, for me, the guy at quarterback.
Yeah, has not had less than 17 fantasy points in his previous 7 or 8 games there. Okay, Pearce, what about you, dude?
Tom Brady, we don't really need to overthink this. It's off of bye week. He's coming off a loss. Maybe we have the angry Tom Brady narrative, regardless of whether that's a thing or not. He's facing Washington's second worst pass DVOA. They managed to make Patrick Mahomes look good this season, so that tells you something right there. They're allowing the second most touchdowns per game at 2.5. Tom Brady leads the NFL with touchdown passes. It's not necessarily a funnel defense, but it's much easier to pass the ball into the end zone against Washington, and that seems to be, the modus operandi of Tampa this season is to throw for touchdown passes. So I'm not really going to overthink it here. Tom Brady's having a great season. He's been a lock almost every week in fantasy, so just go ahead and play him. He's not too expensive.
Gare Bear, which quarterback's price do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to side with Geoff here and just say Josh Allen. I triple-checked this morning. There is no one named Josh Allen on the Jets defense. So I think quarterback Josh Allen should be perfectly fine to go about his usual level of DraftKings production for Week 10. Geoff really laid it all out. But the Jets, across the past 3 weeks, 9.0 yards per opponent pass attempt, by far the worst mark in all of football across that span. They made Carson Wentz look like 2017 Carson Wentz last week. They're just a terrible defense with an awful secondary that's only gotten worse now that Marcus May is out for the remainder of the season. I think Josh Allen, who, despite being sort of underwhelming so far this season, is still averaging 0.6 DraftKings points per dropback. That is an elite rate among quarterbacks. He's going to be perfectly fine. He's going to bounce back. The fact his salary is dipped below $8,000 against the Jets is a blessing.